Did y'all hear this? Jay-Z is wrong. Jay-Z, you out of hand, brother. You ain't even my brother. Cause we don't have the same values and morals, okay? So no. You're not my brother based on skin color or none of that foolishness. It's based on, okay, morals and values and such. And he don't have the same morals and values that I have. So he ain't my brother. Excuse me for saying that. But let me tell y'all, they got him. They caught Jay-Z allegedly red-handedly, okay, doing horrible stuff and doing illegal stuff, paying off individuals so his case can go away. I'm going to read it here. Jay-Z lawyers exposed. And you know if his lawyers do it, Jay-Z put him up to do it, okay? For trying to bribe a judge. Oh, you know that's wrong. You know that's wrong, okay? Making shady moves, illegal moves. Yeah, trying to get off him and his homeboy / DL lover, Diddy. Did you hear the rumors about Diddy and Jay-Z? Okay, honey. It is so much stuff going on here, but y'all gotta check this video out. It exposes all behind the scenes Jay-Z out here doing shady moves, illegal moves, trying to just do any and everything to get Diddy and him out of trouble. And you know what? They've been doing so much treacherous stuff in the community throughout these years, and they still trying to get away with it. A snake ain't gonna do nothing but shed its skin to be another snake. Okay, he's trying to slither his way out of this, like he slithered his way out of all this other stuff that he's been doing. But trust and believe, this is 2025, and he gotta pay up. Watch this video, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to this YouTube channel, The Messy Sweet Spot. Y'all ready?
According to Tony Busby, some of the clients that he's been representing have been contacted by investigators offering them money to basically sue the Busby law firm.
It sure started to feel like Jay-Z and his lawyers thought they had this case in the bag. Tony Busby is now fighting back, defending his Jane Doe, and things just got way messier.
Tony Busby is accusing Jay-Z and his team of attempting to bribe his client.
Jay-Z's legal empire just took a scandalous hit that no one saw coming. His high-powered lawyer, Spiro, is accused of making moves so shady they could rewrite the playbook on courtroom corruption, allegedly bribing judges and tampering with witnesses to protect the rap mogul's spotless image. These explosive claims have thrown Roc Nation into chaos, dragging Jay-Z deeper into the mud alongside his infamous ally, Diddy. When you think of Jay-Z, you picture the king of Roc Nation, untouchable, right? But in the courtroom, it's looking less 99 problems and more like 99 legal messes. Jay-Z's latest legal moves have landed him in some seriously hot water, and the backlash is piling up fast. If you thought this case couldn't get messier, think again. The rap mogul, along with the infamous Diddy, has been accused of saying a 13-year-old girl at a 2000 VMAs after party, a claim both have denied. First off, Tony Busby is back and fighting harder than ever to defend his Jane Doe, who's accusing Jay-Z of some pretty serious stuff. Now, Jay-Z's team is doing everything they can to shut this down, and I mean everything. We're talking threats of sanctions, bending federal rules, and media spin galore. Jay-Z's lawyers, led by the ever-confident Spiro, filed to throw out the case, claiming it's baseless and all smoke, no fire. But Busby is not here for the gaslighting. Now let's talk about the desperation. Jay-Z's team filed for sanctions, arguing that Busby's case should be thrown out immediately because of inconsistencies in Jane Doe's account. They even asked the court to speed up the process, trying to cut the mandatory 21-day safe harbor period to just 1 day. But Busby said absolutely not. He pointed out that this move reeks of entitlement and bad faith. And honestly, he's not wrong. This isn't how the legal system works, no matter how rich and powerful you are. Busby also addressed the accusations of inconsistencies head-on. He reminded everyone that his client was recalling events from over 2 decades ago when she was just 13 years old. Oh, and did I mention she's autistic? Expecting perfect recall from someone in that position is not only unrealistic, but also cruel. Courts have recognized that survivors of abuse often struggle to pin down exact dates and details, and this case is no different. But wait, it gets juicier. Busby hinted that Jay-Z's team isn't just fighting this case for their own sake. They're also trying to protect Diddy. Yep, you read that right. Despite all the "we're not really friends" claims, it's looking like Jay-Z might be pulling some strings to help his industry buddy, who's also knee-deep in legal trouble. Jay-Z's legal troubles are becoming a full-blown drama, but this isn't just about him. His star lawyer, Spiro, a powerhouse in the legal world, has landed himself in the hot seat too. He has been out here in the media, spinning this case like it's his full-time job. From downplaying Jane Doe's claims to flat-out denying any connection between Jay-Z and Diddy, Spiro's confidence is giving too much. Like, sir, how are you going to tell us Jay-Z and Diddy aren't friends when there's literal evidence of their decades-long bromance? Make it make sense. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's legal moves are starting to look messy. Deleting posts, re-uploading statements, and throwing around threats like confetti is not a good look. Busby called them out for trying to blur the facts and rush decisions, labeling their tactics aggressive, if not outright illegal. Honestly, it's starting to feel like Roc Nation is grasping at straws. Tony Busby is the guy you call when things get messy, and messy is exactly what he's alleging. Busby claims Roc Nation's legal team engaged in some shady moves, bribery, illegal solicitations, and straight-up intimidation. And oh, it's all allegedly tied to obstructing justice in an entirely separate case involving Diddy. Burner phones, fake badges, and $10,000 bribes. And that's not where the mess stops. Busby's lawsuit highlights how Roc Nation's team tried to manipulate his former clients into filing lawsuits against him. You already know I'm not one to gossip, but Jay-Z and his Roc Nation squad might just have a full-blown legal drama on their hands. And the most shocking part? There's reportedly a tape. First off, Tony Busby has filed a lawsuit against Roc Nation, their legal squad, and a handful of their associates. Why? Allegedly, they've been pulling some shady moves, like impersonating public officials and trying to bribe Busby's former clients. According to the suit, these agents posed as state officials and offered cold hard cash, like up to $10,000, to lure Busby's former clients into suing him. Busby's firm claims this isn't some one-off incident either. They say these agents have tried this over 24 times. And to make things even spicier, Busby alleges that Roc Nation is bankrolling the whole operation to obstruct justice. If true, Jay-Z might want to sit down for this one. Now here's where it gets wild. Busby says he's got receipts. We're talking tapes of these so-called investigators flashing fake badges and pressuring people to flip on him. One former client, Gerardo Garcia, spilled the beans after two agents rolled up to his house and pretended to be working for the state of Texas. They allegedly pushed him to dig up old legal docs and accused Busby of mishandling his 2020 settlement. When Garcia wasn't biting, they reportedly offered him money to switch sides. Spoiler, he didn't. And instead, he reported the whole thing to Busby's firm. The kicker? One of the agents, Jessica Santiago, let it slip that she was working for Marcy Croft, an attorney tied to Roc Nation. If this doesn't scream legal nightmare, I don't know what does. Let's talk about Marcy Croft for a second. She's a key member of Roc Nation's Team Roc, which is known for its work in criminal justice reform and flashy lawsuits. According to Busby, she's been orchestrating this whole operation alongside Quinn Emanuel, a high-powered law firm representing Jay-Z in multiple cases. If true, this could land both firms in some serious hot water. And can we talk about the irony? Roc Nation has built a reputation for standing up for justice, but these allegations paint a very different picture. Flashing fake badges and offering hush money, that's giving crime drama, not philanthropy. Let's not forget who's at the center of this whirlwind, Mr. Carter himself. While Jay-Z hasn't been directly accused of orchestrating these moves, his name is all over the lawsuits. The connection? His professional relationship with Diddy. Busby's team claims that Roc Nation's tactics are part of a larger effort to block investigations related to Diddy's ongoing legal issues. And let's be real, Jay-Z probably doesn't need this drama on top of everything else. Busby even threw shade, saying Jay-Z's legal team is trying extra hard to prove his innocence. Like, why so defensive if you've got nothing to hide? It's giving, the call is coming from inside the house. This isn't just about one lawsuit. According to Busby, this could expose a much larger web of legal misconduct. Roc Nation, Team Roc, and their high-powered lawyers could face serious consequences if these allegations hold up in court. Plus, it's not a great look for Jay-Z, who's already juggling multiple controversies. But wait, could this all be part of a much bigger game? Here's where things get murkier. Busby alleges a broader conspiracy involving not just Jay-Z's team, but possible connections to Diddy's legal troubles. Roc Nation has allegedly been funneling resources to disrupt ongoing investigations tied to both moguls. The tactics reportedly include fake documents, secret recordings, and an alleged slush fund for these operations. This isn't the first time Jay-Z's legal team has faced such accusations. Past cases have also involved claims of hardball tactics meant to dissuade opposing counsel and intimidate witnesses. It's giving pattern of behavior, but it's Jay-Z's aggressive legal tactics that are stealing the spotlight, and not in a good way. He came out swinging, and his response was anything but subtle. Forget the usual lawyer-polished denials. This was full-on Brooklyn brawler mode, designed to discredit everyone involved and flip the narrative in his favor. Jay-Z started by calling the allegations absurd and labeling the lawsuit a blackmail attempt. He wasn't just denying guilt, he was painting himself as the real victim. The tone was bold, loud, and crystal clear. This isn't just about defending his name, it's about putting everyone else on blast. According to him, this whole thing is nothing more than a clout-chasing, cash-grabbing scheme. But Jay-Z didn't stop there. He filed a countersuit against Tony Busby, accusing the attorney of defamation and blackmail. Oh, and just to remind everyone who he is, Jay flexed his Brooklyn roots, claiming he's not the type to play games. It's giving "don't mess with me" vibes, but is it working? People think the statement only made him look shadier.
Camp never releases statements. They do not talk about what people talk about there. Even when Solange put hands on that man, 1 month, all we got was a bar and a song. But they peaked quickly here.
Meanwhile, Busby wasn't exactly shaking in his boots. Instead, he doubled down, claiming Jay-Z's legal team had been harassing him and trying to intimidate him into silence. He even posted a throwback photo of himself in his Marine days with a mic drop caption. "I'm still that guy. I won't be bullied or intimidated. People will see through this effort to discredit me and my clients, and the truth will be revealed. I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence." But hold up. This tea gets even wilder. According to Busby, investigators have been sliding into his clients' lives, offering them cash to file lawsuits against his law firm.
According to Tony Busby, some of the clients that he's been representing have been contacted by investigators offering them money to basically sue the Busby law firm. Busby feels very confident that this is on behalf of Jay-Z and Diddy.
Turns out this isn't just a one-off thing. Multiple influencers have come forward claiming they were approached by investigators from New York, no less.
Investigators from New York asking questions about why they're making content on Diddy and offering them money to make different content. Secret Service Samson, who I will tag below, is one of those people. But what's really interesting is that the investigators reaching out to these victims are also from New York. And you can't help but wonder, are those two things connected?
If these claims connect to Jay-Z's legal team, we're talking about a whole new level of scandal. And let's be real, if true, this isn't just messy, it's illegal and unethical. Paying someone to file a lawsuit, that's crossing all kinds of lines. Busby's already vowed to fight back, promising to expose every shady move in this case. Meanwhile, Jay's lawyer has been on a rampage, filing motion after motion to force the alleged victim, Jane Doe, to go public. Like, sir, relax. This over-the-top approach didn't just flop, it got smacked down hard by New York Judge Annalisa Torres. And when I say smacked down, I mean she handed him what the legal world calls a bench slap. Brutal. Rahmani laid it out plain and simple. When a judge publicly chastises a lawyer like that, it is embarrassing professionally and sends a message that bare-knuckle litigation tactics won't be tolerated simply because you're at a white shoe firm and representing a rich and powerful celebrity. Spiro is going to have to recalibrate his approach and take a more nuanced professional tone in his court filings. Translation: Spiro better switch it up real quick. Lauren Johnson Norris, another legal heavyweight, chimed in, basically saying Spiro's messy moves are more about keeping Jay-Z happy than actually helping his case. And let's be real, it's not giving legal mastermind, it's giving desperate damage control. Filing inflammatory motions and making demands like a bull in a china shop, that's a recipe for Backfire Central. But here's the tea. This isn't just about court filings and fancy legal jargon. It's about power, optics, and a justice system that's already looking sus when it comes to celebrity cases. Spiro's attempts to out Jane Doe haven't gone unnoticed, and people are calling it what it is: intimidation. Not just of her, but of anyone else who might be thinking about speaking up. It's giving big, don't even try it energy. And honestly, it's a terrible look for Team Jay-Z. When Judge Torres speaks, even billionaires need to listen. The court also denied Spiro's attempts to fast-track dismissals and strike motions. Judge Torres emphasized that the legal process would not be rushed just because Jay-Z's team demanded it. She even warned that further violations of court rules could result in sanctions. Now, while Jay's empire seems to be crumbling under the weight of these lawsuits, Diddy isn't exactly sitting pretty either. First, let's talk about the infamous Wild King Nights. If you haven't heard about this, buckle up. It's a mix of and all-around debauchery orchestrated by none other than Sean Diddy Combs himself. According to a former personal assistant of Diddy, these nights were like something out of a twisted movie. Red lights, ice buckets, honey packs, Astroglide, towels, Plan B pills, and even power bangers machines. An assistant who worked for Diddy from 2019 to 2021 claims his job wasn't just assisting but cleaning up after these wild escapades. We're talking wiping down bodily fluids, hiding evidence, and bribing hotel staff to keep quiet. And if that wasn't bad enough, he alleges he was forced into loyalty tests that crossed every imaginable line. One instance, being pressured into acts with a guest to prove his loyalty. It's giving seriously disturbing, but Jay-Z might have gotten a small win. He literally just scored approval to file a motion to dismiss the explosive lawsuit against him. Judge Annalisa Torres of the Southern District of New York gave Jay-Z's legal team the thumbs up on Thursday to move forward with the dismissal motion. Basically, Jay-Z's legal dream team, led by Alex Spiro, now has until February 6, 2025, to drop their argument for why this case should be thrown out. Jane Doe's side gets their turn by the end of February, and Spiro's clapback is due by mid-March. So, what does this mean for Jay-Z's untouchable empire? The implications are massive. If these allegations hold up, they could tarnish Jay-Z's reputation and jeopardize Roc Nation's future. His image as a business mogul and philanthropist is already under scrutiny, and this case might just be the tipping point. As for Tony Busby, he's made it clear that he's not backing down. "We're going to bring the truth to light," he stated in a recent press release. Public opinion is divided, with fans questioning whether this is the beginning of Jay-Z's reckoning or just another legal hurdle he'll clear. Drop your thoughts in the comments because this one's got layers, honey. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any updates. Oh, and you already know there's even more tea in our next video.
Girl, comment, let us know your thoughts. I know it. Jay-Z and Diddy, they are snakes, honey, but we cannot allow them to get away with it. We are the people, and we got to speak up against this. All right? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot, and I'll see y'all on the next upload, okay?